a chair and join me today. Out in my workshop, I'm tinkering away. Wand above staring down on me. Wonder what my next project will be. Working on my Johnson, my Mercury Mark 10. Firing up my StarCraft to fish again. Grab your friends and your dog is too, to watch Tim's Workshop on my YouTube. Hey, welcome to Tim's Workshop. Moving on with the Evinrude Light Twin with another video on troubleshooting this thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to check out the reads on this thing, because I've done everything I can possibly think of with suggestions of the Johnson Evinrude group on Facebook and what I've been reading on the carburetor. I've done as much as I can on it. I've cleaned out the fuel tank, all that, so you know it should run and it should keep running. And I have a good spark on both cylinders. I got enough compression on both cylinders that it should run. So, and it was running, but only on high speed. It wouldn't run when I lowered the speed down, and it would just die, you know. So it was like the fuel was just being cut off. But on carburetors, it's not just fuel, it's air and fuel. So if there's a blockage with the reed valves, you're not getting that fuel air mix into the cylinders like you're supposed to, and if it shuts off, that would kind of explain why the fuel's coming out the carburetor. Because I've tested the carburetor on the bench, I pumped it up full of fuel, and no leaks. So the float is working. It's coming off and shutting off the fuel. So it's got to be the reeds, but I'm not sure. I've never pulled reeds off before. So to make it easier to pull this this intake off to get to the reeds, which is screws, by the way, so that'll ought to be interesting. I'm going to make it easier by pulling. I got the fuel tank just, you know, shut off anyway. So I'm going to take out the 4 bolts, pull the fuel tank off, and then I have better access here. All right. This piece here looks like it's just one screw up here, so, and it's a smaller screw, so we'll take it off. That was no problem. Now the only problem is this piece is in the way. The timing bracket. Yeah, I'm not sure about what these marks mean. There's one mark way over here, and there's 2 marks here. Gonna have to read up on that. There we go. Gotta get this totally off to get this first piece off the intake cover. Alright. I'll put that in my little box over there. Okay, now this piece will come off. I don't know if you could see this. Look at all this gunk over this gasket. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't look too good. Let's get this gasket off here and take a closer look. It's kind of rusty. That's got a gap on this side, whichever side that is. But there, yeah, this one's laying flat. Yeah, that lays flat. But I don't know if you could see this one, but it's up. It's not laying flat, this reed. So that may be the problem. I don't know if you can see it good enough. If I shine the flashlight up underneath it, see that? That light coming through there? See that? Hopefully you can see that. Now let's do the other side. See that? There's no light coming through that reed valve over there. So this could be just because it's so dirty. You know, there's like a piece of the gasket that's kind of stuck in there. This side over here is over the top of it. This gasket needs to be replaced. It's got a tear in it. That could be the issue. Okay, so there's a rectangle or square hole here going into this side. And then this side over here, if there's a hole there, it's going up inside. Yeah, it is. Okay. So one goes up and one comes down. And this is a gasket here. It needs to come off, get replaced. We're going to try to clean up the reeds first, the plate, you know, get some gaskets for it. And we're going to try that first and see if cleaning it up and see if that reed actually lays back down. I think I'll buy 2 new reeds for it, because once I take it apart and clean it, if it goes back together, great. If it doesn't, then I need to replace it. And if I replace one, I'm going to replace both. That's what we're going to do. 11 thousandths feeler gauge. It fits underneath this reed. I tried a 12, it won't go, but the 11 will. So it's 11 thousandths gap on this side. There's no gap on this side. All right.